Oh, okay, so basically it's we're just gonna go with it. That'll be the name of my cooking show. All the different ways to beat your meat. Today, I'm gonna try to make chicken cordon bleu. It's fancy because the E is before the U. So I have a bunch of different ingredients here. Obviously, we have 2 chicken breasts, which are gonna make 2 separate pieces of chicken. So basically what this is you stuff the chicken with the Swiss cheese and prosciutto. I decided to use prosciutto because I like that it has a little bit more of a saltier taste to it and a different texture than what regular ham normally provides. So you stuff the chicken with the Swiss cheese and the prosciutto, and then you actually bread it, and then you fry it and put it in the oven. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually set up the oven. 375? No, 395. Get that preheating. The next part, which is the funnest part, is you have to actually smash these chicken breasts down till they're completely flat so you can stuff them and fold them over. Also, I have to pour a glass of wine because that's what you do when you cook. Oh shit. I've already had a glass, so this is why. Nope. Best thing to do this with is a rolling pin. Also, you're supposed to use parchment paper. I totally forgot to buy parchment paper, so I'm gonna do it in between saran wrap. I think it'll work. Do I fold? Yeah, fold it over. Oh, fuck's sakes. Why does it always do this? No, all this shit out of my way. So take one of your chicken breasts, put it on there, fold it. Make sure, this is super important, do not beat your meat without a cover in between because those chicken juices are gonna fly all over the place. Don't do it like up and down or like vertical or horizontal. Do it diagonal because then it doesn't actually break up the meat like you're going against the grain. I just like beating your meat all the time is the theme of this episode. So just, oh fuck. Go down hard. See, this is why I use parchment paper. Oh no, it didn't go through. Never mind, saran wrap works. This is actually a really good recipe for right now because then it's like, you can just like get out, oh, I fucking totally broke through. Saran wrap works. Well, you can get out all your problems of like having to be inside all the time because of coronavirus and just get it out on this piece of chicken. This is working very nicely to previously what was my train of thought? Keep. So this is a lesson. Buy parchment paper because the saran wrap doesn't really work that well. Oh well. Okay, so basically it's this is literally what I'm like all the time when I cook. I just start things and don't really think it through very often. What the fuck? Let me just think about this for a second. How is this gonna fold over nicely? And then like, okay. So now we've got our 2 flattened. I don't know. I'm not having high hopes for this because like these don't look great. We'll figure it out. I think I want like a lot of the prosciutto and the cheese in there because when I cut it, I want the cheese to be like oozing out. I'm gonna rip this in half. Just like, yeah. Let's do one more half each. Guys, I have to sneeze. Never mind, I'm good. And then prosciutto. This probably should reiterate that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I do a little bit. Like I like to cook, but I don't like, I'm not a chef. This recipe I've never made before, so if it's something I made before, I'd be a lot more confident right now in what I'm doing. I've stuffed chicken breast before and it's always either or. Like it's just sometimes everything leaks all out the side and then sometimes it works out. And more often than not, it leaks all out the side, so we'll just figure it out. How many slices of prosciutto should I put in? Well, I have 4 out here, so let's do 4. That might be too much. I think that's too much. I don't know. What's that? No? Okay. This is a roller coaster, guys. So now I have to flip them over, like fold them. And like just, oh, fuck. See? Yeah, this. That cheese can go all out the side. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just let that. Actually, that looks decent. I don't know. But it's just like, I feel like it's definitely going to leak all over the place. What do I do? Maybe once I bread it. You're supposed to close it so like the meat, the chicken will like close in on itself. And that's not really happening. I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it. I guess it's not in the oven. I'm thinking of like when, like I've cooked chicken breast before. Oh shit. I forgot to season the chicken. Okay. Ideally, you would season the chicken once you flattened it. Generously coat each side of the chicken. I'm using these because I just washed my hands and I want to drink them I want after, so. Why the f, guys? That looks like someone murdered it. It's too much. So these are gonna now be breaded. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with that because I've breaded lots of stuff before. 2 eggs in here. Whisk those eggs till they're all mixed. Basically like if you're making scrambled eggs or something. There we go. All mixed good like that. Okay. I just spilled egg on the floor. Molly, GT. Oh, right there. She liked it. So I have 3 bowls here. Egg, flour, and the breadcrumb mixture. This breadcrumb mixture I had bought a while ago, so it has, you can see like there's already seasoning in it. If you're buying just straight breadcrumbs, I'm filming this in my kitchen with a big dog. Season your breadcrumbs. Still going. Just really thirsty apparently. Done? No. I'm gonna add some fresh Parmesan to this. That will give it like a nice flavor profile. Also, don't buy shitty Parmesan. So if you notice like there's markings here, that means that it's like legit Parmesan. It's more expensive, but honestly like this will last me, I don't know, like a week and a half maybe. So the other Parmesan is shit and it doesn't melt properly and I don't like it. Anyways, so I'm putting some fresh Parmesan in here. Also, this is not what you would normally use to just willy-nilly. Well, no, because this is what I use, but I don't even know why I'm going on this fucking rant about Parmesan that isn't even a part of the original recipe. Okay, so the chicken is gonna go in the flour and then the egg and then the breadcrumb with the Parmesan I added till it's fully coated, and then it's gonna go in the oil to pan fry it before it goes in the oven. We already have our oven on. Now that they're setting, like I can definitely get more of a seal on this chicken. So I'm feeling okay about it. We'll see. Okay, so you don't want a lot on there, like just enough to coat it, so like get that excess off. It gets like chunky and gross, so you don't want that. But then I'm making such a mess. Then you put it in the egg, and it also helps the egg stick. So again, like you don't want like a shit ton of egg on there either, just enough to coat it. And then that mixed with the flour makes a really good coating to help the breadcrumb stick. Adhesive. Word of the day. This is what it looks like with the breadcrumbs on it. Yummy. Welcome to my life. I'm feeling better about this now. Initially, I was not feeling good, and I feel like that this was gonna be a complete disaster, but I think I saved it. Maybe we'll see. What we are gonna do now is we're gonna pan fry them. So you're gonna fry them on each side for just a couple minutes, just so they get really crispy with that breadcrumb. And then they go in the oven to finish cooking, because a pan fry won't cook the chicken all the way through, and then it also won't get that cheese really melty too as well. So I'm just gonna turn it on. With cast iron and oven and stuff, like I never go like right to high. I hardly ever use the high one unless I'm like getting water boiled, just because it's like, it's too much heat, and the cast iron takes a lot of that heat and it stays hot for a really long time, so you just don't need it. I'm gonna get that oil super flippin' hot, and then we're gonna put those in, but I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I actually don't know if you're supposed to do this, but this is how I check my oil. I take like a drop, like literally a drop of water, put it in the oil to see if the oil is ready, because if it is, it'll like pop up. But if you put a shit ton of water in that oil, you are gonna be really upset because it's gonna bounce all over the place. Literally, guys, I'm putting like a little bit of water on my finger and just being like, yeah, it's not ready yet. Do you hear it? Okay, I think this oil is ready now, so I'm gonna put it in. Oh yeah, that oil's hot enough. Do you hear that sizzle? Ah, it looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, if the cheese leaks out of this, I'm gonna kill someone. Honestly, like, I'm super pumped. Nothing has leaked out at this point. I honestly thought at the beginning this was gonna be a total disaster, but we figured it out. Okay, I think we're done. I'm gonna turn this off. They've fried and they're crispy on the outside. It looks good. Okay, I'll take the other one out of there. So they're gonna move into the oven. I have it heating at 395. They're not gonna be in there for very long, because if you remember, like the chicken, we smashed it so it's super thin, and like the prosciutto and the cheese just needs to melt. Oh my God, this smells so good. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm so excited to eat. Okay, I think these are done. They look delicious. Everything that I was worried about didn't happen. They didn't have extreme leakage from the cheese. They stayed together. I'm pretty happy. Like, this is the first time I made these, so I'm pretty happy with this attempt. Look at that. This is the big show, the reveal of the cut. I'm scared these are undercooked now. Guys, I'm pumped. Like, honestly, when I first started this, I thought that it was done. Like, it was a shit show. Wasn't gonna work after I was pounding the chicken because it wasn't going the way I wanted to. But like, the layers I've got on this, like I've got, like this one especially. You've got, this is hot. This is really hot. But you've got the chicken and the Swiss cheese, which is like oozing out. The prosciutto, another layer of chicken. That breading is like super crispy on the outside. I'm so pumped. Oh. Oh my gosh, so good. It's really hot. That might be like the best stuffed chicken experience I've had so far. I don't know, I'm kind of proud of myself, to be honest. I didn't think it was gonna end up that well. And the Parmesan on the crust, like you can tell there's pieces where it's just like a little bit more crispy. I think this is a success. First time, I'm pumped. I'm gonna take another bite of this. That was good. If you want to see more of this, where I'm just like cooking at home, drinking a glass of wine, like and subscribe to my channel. That's about it.